Are you still now struggling to become a millionaire or achieve your financial success? It might be your bad money habits that are keeping you poor. Sir Warren Buffett always emphasizes on adopting good money habits and giving up bad money habits. Well, in this video we will tell you the 15 money habits that you should avoid to get rich. So let's start. 1. Overspending. Stress on your finances and debt might result from overspending or acquiring unimportant products. Buffett has an intense awareness of thrift and dislikes wasting money since he views it as potential investment capital. 2. Not investing. Your ability to build wealth while achieving financial stability may be hindered if you don't take advantage of investment possibilities. For the possibility of compounding to begin, according to Buffett, investment should be started as early as feasible. 3. Failure to meet deadlines for debt payments. Non-payment of bills on time can result in late penalties and a lowered credit score, both of which may result in a dangerous impact on your financial stability over time. The simplest step in managing one's finances is to pay the bills on time. 4. Failing to set up a budget. Your earnings and expenditures are broken down in a budget, which serves as a financial plan. You can maintain track of your expenditures with its aid, establish financial objectives, and allocate the cash you have wisely. It's simple to overspend and get up debt without a budget. Even though creating a budget is relatively straightforward and uncomplicated, most Americans choose not to. Create a budget with just a piece of paper and a pen. Prepare it simply. If you get regularly updated with financial tips and bad habits and traps, do subscribe our channel. 5. Keeping up with the Joneses. Keeping up with the Joneses implies comparing ourselves to others and attempting to emulate their material things or lifestyle. As a result, you could feel under pressure to continuously purchase the newest goods or pay for pricey events in order to stay up with your friends. This could put a burden on your finances. Despite paying $31,000 for it in 1958, Warren Buffett is still residing in the same home. Simply remind yourself that you and the other person are unique individuals with distinct aspirations in life, if you feel tempted to purchase the items they own. The key is to keep your eyes on the reward while making efforts to get there. 6. Lack of emergency funds. A savings account allocated exclusively for unforeseen needs is known as an emergency fund. It's an essential component of any financial strategy since it may act as a safety net in situations involving emergencies, like job loss or unanticipated medical expenses. In order to make sure that the company he owns is prepared for any eventualities, Buffett always thinks that Berkshire Hathaway should have a sizable cash cushion on its balance sheet. Excellent lesson for us all to learn about money. 7. Failure to make future savings. Your capacity to make substantial spending, such as purchasing a house or covering your child's school costs, will be constrained if you don't save money aside for the future. This leaves you susceptible to financial shocks. Warren Buffett once stated, "If you purchase items you do not need, you will soon have to sell things you do need." 8. You don't keep tabs on your spending patterns. Maintaining a record of your frequent transactions with money is referred to as tracking your spending. You may use this to comprehend where your money is going and find places where you might be able to make savings or cuts. The same principles apply to our money as they do to company success, keeping track of and managing your costs. 9. Making frequent impulsive purchases. Purchasing something upon an impulse without giving it much thought or its possible repercussions is generally referred to as an impulsive purchase. Although it might be tempting to buy things on the spur of the moment, doing so frequently results in regret and pressure on your finances. Buffett doesn't have any extravagant financial aspirations. His daughter has to force him to replace his vehicle after he retains it for an excessive amount of time. A major advantage in personal finance is resisting the impulse to buy items since it maintains the majority of your money in your own pocket. 10. Insufficient diversity. The process of distributing your assets over various kinds of different asset types in order to spread risk and perhaps optimize profits is referred to as diversification. The effect of possible losses in one sector on your whole portfolio might be lessened by diversifying your assets. Warren Buffett controls 99% of Berkshire Hathaway shares, although the company has over 260 subsidiaries and owns 65 different firms in total. Diversification is what this is. Because he believes in diversity, Buffett believes that the S&P 500 index fund is the greatest option for the majority of investors who aren't interested in research. 11. Not having a financial plan in place. A financial plan serves as a map of your path outlining your financial objectives and the activities you'll need to perform in order to get there. It aids in understanding your existing financial circumstances, establishing clear objectives, and creating a strategy to meet them. Without a financial plan, moving toward your financial goals may be challenging. Buffett set out to turn himself into a millionaire by the age of 30, and his plan to do so was successful. 12. Overtaxing yourself. You may suffer serious monetary consequences if you pay excessively in taxes. By reducing the burden of taxes, you may keep more of your hard-earned money and utilize it towards achieving your economic goals. Warren Buffett's capacity to reduce taxes is one of his key capabilities that is frequently underestimated. Because he has held most of his Berkshire Hathaway shares for his entire life and has not experienced numerous significant taxable events, he is able to avoid paying capital gains taxes on it. By reinvesting earnings at Berkshire, he eliminates the double taxation of dividends and places more emphasis on increasing the value of the company than on distributing dividends to stockholders. Pre-tax money is always a superior option because of the manner in which his mysterious method of compounding returns always works. 13. Living beyond your means. When you spend a greater amount than what's available, you are said to be living above what you can afford. Financial difficulties may result from it. You may find it difficult to make enough money to live if you're spending more than you can manage, and you might ultimately end up having to use credit cards or loans to pay bills. Debt may result. You fear building up debt that will be challenging to pay off if you keep living in what you can afford. Your long-term financial objectives may be affected. Spending more than you can afford may make it harder for you to put money aside and make investments for the future. Sir Warren Buffett always suggests people to stay frugally and to avoid copying others. He is himself very frugal. 14. Not taking up side jobs. People think that they could amass wealth by just working in a 9-to-5 job, but that's not the reality. The reality is completely opposite, that is, you can only get wealthy by working in multiple number of jobs. It might be difficult for you to work in a second job after coming back home from your office. But, to get your dreams come true, you will have to strive. You may work in restaurants at nights after coming back. Or may start making YouTube videos. Even you could start writing blogs, create audiobooks, and many more. And the special thing is that you can do this in your off time. So don't just limit on thinking and start some. 15. Lack of preparation. It may be complicated to go ahead with your financial ambitions if you don't set financial goals and create a strategy for accomplishing them. Every aspect of Buffett's life has been planned out. That's all for this video. Now you know all the money habits that makes people poor and the habits you should give up. Always try to give up these mistakes or it may bring you a huge loss. Do subscribe our channel to know more related to finance. Also let me know in the comments if I have left any point and do suggest me the topic the next video. Hit the like button in addition. It motivates us to make more new videos. If you have any friends, then do share it with them. Thank you for watching.